What up? Today we have a special video today here at Blissfully Insane, and if I ever get to editing this video before uploading, maybe do some cool stuff and put in some facts and shit. But today we are here and going to do a little show and tell. I mean, perfect conditions do not exist, and we know that. Today we do know that. In this world we do. Nothing in success. Like, success doesn't come from anything but failing over and over again. Over and over again, when you fail throughout the journeys, when you learn, and that's when you succeed. Right? When you do something over and over again, some people say it's insane, but really, you're learning. Because the key to mastery is repetition. Right? And, you know, this video is also a little special too, because I have my shirt off, right? And that's weird, right? Because I've never done that. But I just want to go to the lengths to show you guys my own dedication, okay? And it's not my body. I'm not talking about my body. I physically, personally think that I am scrawny, all right? And I do a lot of, I bike, I have to at least 10 miles a day. 10 miles at minimum. I did 21 the other day, and I'm a firm believer, just like David Goggins, that you have to do something that fucking sucks every day. So I do. Right? And this is my dedication that I'm talking about. This, right here. I have a belief system in my life, right? And sigils are part of it, right? Dedication, hard work, God, morals and values, being a good person and doing the next right thing. That all matters to me and I value in my life, right? And as long as I follow those things and I do those things, my life gets better. And I'm an idiot. I really fucked up my life. Like most of a lot of us have in the world, right? But now I'm here and I'm fighting. And everybody in the world that thinks they know me because of something I told them about my past, they're going to judge me on the rest of my life. Like the guy upstairs, man, that I live with. And love thy neighbor. But God, you're testing me. He's above me, right? So I got to be careful with what I say here. And boom, this is where the edit comes in when I put my shirt on. I just wanted to show you guys the sigils. You know what I mean? And along with that, the show and tell. So what you see next to me, right? And you got to believe and understand that with the shirt and the sigils, and I could show you down my legs, but I don't think that's appropriate to broadcast on YouTube. But I got a shotgun and a bat. It's a 410 single shot, just for fun, shits and giggles. And there's a 22 bolt action back there, dude, on the wall. Just shits and giggles, you know what I mean? Those are toys, man. Those are toys that kids would have played with when they were fucking, in the, 1900s. Early 1900s, kids would have played with those as toys. Those are toys in my house. But I also do, underneath the situation that I sit on, the truth, I got a little chest under here where I got some real shit. You know what I mean? I'm an American, right? And I value my freedom, my independence, my integrity, right? This is all something that Blissfully Insane is going to hold up to, right? And the people in my life that don't understand that or don't recognize that from me are going to lose, man. Someday I'm going to be on TV and you're going to know, watching me there, that you lost. You fucking lost. But hey, you remember who I am. Remember who I am. And if you've laid upon a good enough impact on my life, I will remember who you are. But if you haven't, and you really try to hurt me in life, man, I'm coming after you. And that's not because of revenge. That's because of righteousness. That's God-given right in my life to defend myself. And if I have to, I will. That's the show and tell, what I mean with the gun and the bat. And the close range combat, if needed. I mean, I boxed for about 3 years, and I did about a year, 9 months, at NIMA, National Institution of Mixed Martial Arts, and I learned judo and jiu-jitsu. And I boxed at MPAL. I know how to defend myself. I mean, not probably the best amongst the fighters that there are in the world, but I know how to defend myself. And I'm almost 30 years old here. Let's be real now. Like, let's just be real and get honest with who I am. And I'm sending out a call for help fucking right now, because I need to be something and become something here. Like, there's no way that I go through the day that I do with the fucking strength and the achievement and overcomeness like I do every day, what seems to be impossible for the normal American. I am not an average person. Right? And why am I living a fucking average life? Because I don't believe in myself. And it's because society has fucking programmed me not to. So if I can be an average, above average in every other fucking area of my life, why can't I do it for my own life? Why can't I go to work at a fucking sub shop and help them grow their sales within a month? But I can't fucking make that happen on my own? For me, on my own. Yes, I can. And I'm here to show you and tell you that yes, you can. And I have been told I could. And I've been shown I could. And we're all watching YouTube subconsciously, really, because we've all been told the same fucking thing. Right? So if we have been told the same thing, maybe we're just not believing in what we're being told. And it's just as easy as they're fucking telling us, and we're lazy as fuck. And that's me. Right? Work, bro. And I'm glad that, I don't know if fucking the only thing that my father has given me in my life, because he has gone back to prison. And he said he was only going to be there for a weekend, but, you know, his girlfriend texted and called me the other day, drum roll please, and said that he will be in there a little longer. And fucking, he called me Monday, he never called me Monday, so I have a feeling he's going to be in there for a while. Scores out for a lot of... There's a point system in America. And if you get a certain amount of points in your life, over time throughout the criminal justice system, you score out, even for like a traffic offense. You'll go to court and you'll fucking get a year in prison because of the scoring that is on your criminal rap sheet. And he scores out, you know, and that's because of his own dumbass. You know, that's his fucking shit. And poor me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not pouring me in. I'm just saying. You know, life happens in people's lives. And that's just a small fucking portion that I'm willing to share with YouTube today. You know, but there's all this shit that goes on in people's lives, right? And people just are inconsiderate, you know? There's just inconsiderate people out there. And there is legitimately bad and genuinely bad individuals out there. There are. And there are some people out there that are really going to make you think that you have to change the way you walk upon your life, in your life, because of the way they are and theirs. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. But, I mean, as an American in today, in modern society, that is accepted. But really, if you look at what God gave us all, Another part of my show and tell today, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, you would know that he doesn't want us to do that. Or even think about doing it. But we do. Across the entire fucking world. Forgive me, Lord, for I am a sinner. Right? For I have sinned. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And the only thing that really... I haven't read this entire book. None of the books on my table, and we'll start my show until now. None of the books on my table have I read. None of them. We got Infinite. We got Truth of the Divine Theory of Criticism and Criticism. Christmas Carol, I've obviously read that one. Dare to Know, I've read that one. And Fortune Smiles. The others I haven't. And the others are field books. These are field books to start my business. I've started an LLC. And I'm working on the EIN number. But this is my table. Right? This is Blissfully Insane. This is my sanctuary. And if you look over here, you'll see my direction that I have. I have a direction in life. Right? I have a direction. And I'm going to give you a little bit more of my show and tell here. I have, every day I wake up when I go to the command center, right? I have to look and remind myself of what my direction is. And that's the first thing I see. I wake up to my alarm, yes, sometimes. But look, more dedication. That's the first thing I see when I come to get my coffee in the morning. Like, people need to understand that there are people out there that know things about something and that live those things, right? By morals and values. And that's all I mean by what this show and tell. And God has given me and laid out the instructions for me, right? And I haven't read this entire book, but I have read some. And for the grace of God, I've given and have been given and forcefully given the time to think about my actions. And I think sometimes that's the best thing for people, is time. Righteously and justified. I love myself. I love myself today. Look at those who didn't or quit. Are they happy in life? Are they? Be who you know you can and want to be today. Tell yourself, I love you. And when you're fucking looking down at yourself and you don't know, if you can, tell yourself, you got this, because you do. And I know I do. And I have to be the only one for myself sometimes, because it feels like in my mind, which I know is not true, because I've got God at the end of the day. If I don't have anyone else, I'm not alone. I have God. But at the end of the day, man, I got myself. And I'm the only one that's going to take the fucking wheel of my life. God gave me that right to take control, to have my own free will. And that's what I'm doing here today. And I'm asking for help out there. I'm begging. Someone find me, please. And know that I'll fucking do something. I mean, not some gay shit, you know, but something. I don't know, man. I'm calling. I'm asking for help. I want to live my life, man. I'm building it myself right now. Right now. I don't care if I fail. The perfect conditions don't exist. I'm a fighter and I'm fighting. I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm going to show up for myself, for my best self, every day. I got to be my own success. If I don't, it won't happen for me. Just know that for yourself, man. I love you. Amen.